Okay, so I hope y'all are having a really good summer and a really good day today. I'm doing a members only Q&A today where I answer questions from the members of the Geekdom 101 channel. If you want to become a member, down below there should be a button that says join and a video will pop up and tell you all the perks and the benefits you get from being a member. There's actually more perks and benefits that are not revealed there. But in order to get access to those, you're going to have to access the Geek Them 101 Discord server, which you will have access to if you become a Tier 2 member. And you can check the community tab here for entry into that server. But we'll talk about that whenever you get in there. That's something we'll talk about with y'all. But today I want to answer questions from the members about Dragon Ball and all kinds of things like that. So I welcome you to join us today. First question is from George Brooks, who I did meet at my meet and greet at KamehamehaCon 3. Really super nice guy. I'll be working with him in the future with his mental health organization. So I'm really excited to do that. He writes, being a DB fan for 20 plus years has brought me so much joy and helped my struggle with mental health. How has being a fan affected you positively in other areas of your life? Being a Dragon Ball fan has changed my life completely. Being a Dragon Ball fan has made me meet a lot of friends. Some of my best friends that I've ever had in my entire life, I met through our love of Dragon Ball. Some of the women I've dated, I've met through our love of Dragon Ball. And those who weren't fans of Dragon Ball, I got to experience the show with them, show them the show for the first time, and it was always a really fun and happy time. So I have so many memories of Dragon Ball bringing me together with so many great people, including many of you who are watching this video right now that I've met throughout the years that I've corresponded with in emails and social media as well as in person if you come see me. And I really appreciate it. And Dragon Ball has, I mean, the fact that I get to talk about Dragon Ball for a living, you know, it really has helped out my career. It helped out my life and given me a new career. So I will always thank Toriyama for that. Always. Dispo says, what would you be doing if Dragon Ball Super never happened? If you'd still be doing YouTube, what type of videos would you be uploading? I started my channel before Dragon Ball Super started. It was to cover, we were covering Resurrection F and other things. I'd probably still be doing Dragon Ball content or stuff about the past, maybe not as frequently. And I'd probably be covering Star Wars and Marvel still, which I do cover over on my second channel, World of Geekdom. That's where I talk about those things and other stuff like video games, stuff like that. So I probably would still be covering it, but if it wasn't profitable enough to justify my time, I probably wouldn't upload as much. I mean, if I can't get paid to do this, I have to get a real job. That's going to take up time, and that takes time away from me to make videos. So, you can't make as many videos if you have a full-time job. It's difficult. That's why some people who are starting YouTube out, they start slow, and that's okay because that's just how it is. Emilio Torres says, been a fan of Dragon Ball since the mid 90s and I love everything about it from the power scaling and the storylines. But what would you do differently if you were writing the manga series? Um, right now I would do things totally different. If we're talking about Dragon Ball Super, I would do more of the universe exploration. I'd go past the end of Z. I would do things with the side characters. We're talking about Dragon Ball Super now. If you're talking about the old school Dragon Ball series, it's pretty good the way it is. Maybe I would change some things in the Buu saga to make it a bit easier to finish out. Probably a better ending. Not the saying the ending is bad, but instead of having like the Gotenks, Gohan, Vegito stuff, I probably would shorten it or figure out the ending ahead of time. Um, but that's just minor stuff. I mean, it's actually fine the way it is now. The more I think about it. And I would maybe make some small adjustments, but overall, the series I think works. There are some small story bits that I think I would do differently. I would probably explore more romantic stuff. Obviously, Toriyama's not a romance writer, but I would like to show like more of Gohan and Vidal's relationship and 18 and Krillin's and how it blossomed. Maybe even Goku and Chi-Chi's. Because, I'm not a big, I guess part of me is a bit of a sap when it comes to romance stuff and we don't get any of it in Dragon Ball. So maybe put that in there, maybe for the ladies and for the saps like me. Johan23 says, what do you think the next Dragon Ball game should be about? Love the vid, keep up the good work. I want there to be another adventure game like Dragon Ball Advance Adventure, but honestly, you know what I want, y'all? I want Legacy of Goku like 5 or whatever. I think 4 was the last one, the GT one. I want Dragon Ball Legacy of Goku, but with the Super storyline. That's what I want, plus side quests. I miss those old school RPGs. And since we've already got fighting games covered, like, Xenoverse, like a simulator fighters is a fighting game, why not do that? That's what I would do. Garcia XV Legend. My question to you is: will Toei Animation, along with Toriyama, ever work and produce Dragon Ball Super special side stories? It's been a while since we had a DB special or continue their usual shtick by abusing fan service, bringing back old characters, etc. At both the lines. It seems that they're gonna do this continual shtick. There we go. It seems like they're gonna keep doing that. I would love to see side stories and specials. I would love to see backstory on other characters, like the Universe 11 characters and the Universe 6 characters. And I would love to see that. That's what I want to see because the Universe 7, it's always Goku and Vegeta. Like, I want more characters and these new characters to get fleshed out way more. And that's what they need to do. And it's irritating the fact they don't do it. It really is irritating. That's what I would do, but I don't think they're going to do that right now. And I wish they would. Nero Mega Man 757, love your videos, fam. Thank you. When it comes to Dragon Ball, you're the GOAT. I also love your other channel as well. Would you like to see a tournament of skill where they have everyone at the same power level? That way, every character can get a chance to shine. I would, and I wonder if they did that, who would win? It would probably be down to Goku and maybe even Master Roshi, because Master Roshi has a lot of experience. If it's just equal power, I don't think Vegeta's with Four Spirit Fission, Vegeta might hang in there. He might, but besides that, I don't know, man. I would like to see it. Jose Garcia, what would be the highlight of your Dragon Ball highlight of your DB content of YouTube personally? You ultimately retire from making DB content. Much love. The highlight of your DB content on YouTube. Well, I have a playlist on the main channel called The Best of Geekdom 101. And that's pretty much like what I think are my best videos. Some people don't agree; they like other ones. It's whatever. I really enjoyed the video I did on Bruce Faulconer because I exposed the truth about that guy, who he really is, um, uh, and that he didn't do the music, almost any of it. I didn't go too deep into that, but I talked about it there. I love the video I did about Toonami. I love the transformation guides, the technique guides, and the mystery series and the Dragon Ball in depths. I'm very proud of those, and I got way more coming. 3 o'clock S. If you could be in the DB universe, being any race you wanted, taking either the side of good or evil, how would your conquest be done, and what would your ending impact on the universe? I don't know. Obviously, I would probably want to be Zeno or the Grand Priest because the Grand Priest gets laid a lot. He's got a lot of kids. Why not? You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't be evil because I'm not. I don't think I'm evil in real life. So I guess maybe I would be an angel or something like that, or a god of destruction. Starblast says, "What are your thoughts on the Dragon Ball stop motions within the DBZ community? What is one that stands out to you? Your favorite, something that you remember seeing?" I haven't seen too many of those, but the ones I've seen are great. Anything with stop motion is anything with art, stop motion, fan animation, fan manga. I respect all that stuff. I don't cover it as much as maybe I should, but I do respect all that stuff. And people's fandom and their love for the series is always something I appreciate, and I like creativity. David M. I have only watched DB franchise dubbed. Come on, man. Come on, bro. You're hurting me right now. You're hurting me. Thinking about watching a sub in the future, mainly DBZ. Is regular DBZ the way to go for sub watching? Or would DBZ Kai also be a good sub option? Asking because you mentioned that Kai's a good dub, so I don't know if watching that sub would be worth as opposed to regular DBZ. No, watch the entire series subbed. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and then Super if you want, unless you've already seen it subbed. Watch it all subbed, the way it was originally meant to come out. I did a video called How to Watch Dragon Ball, the Geekdom Order, that tells you exactly what to watch and how to watch it from my perspective. You need to watch the entire series dubbed. If you've only subbed. If you've only seen it dubbed, you have not seen the real Dragon Ball, and I'm telling you that confidently. Chimera Yuri, morbid question. If something was to happen to one of the main VAs of Dragon Ball, what do you think would be the best way for them to proceed when it comes to games, TV shows, movies? Well, it did happen to Hiromi Suru. She passed away and they replaced her. So I think they're going to just replace him, if possible. If possible. I don't know if there's anybody out there who can sound like Nozawa, But they replaced Joe Giannami, who's the narrator in King Kai. They replaced him for Super. So I guess they'll just replace him. I guess it also depends on whether or not they're in the middle of a project or not. But I think they'll just replace him. That seems to be the most possible. Artex, do you plan to watch the new Dragon Ball Super in English version first or Japanese version? Depends on which one I can get to see first. I'll watch it either one. It all depends on which one I get to see first. If I get to see it in Japanese first, I'll watch it there. If I get to see it in English first, I'll watch it then. It totally depends on which one's available to me first. It doesn't matter what language to me as long as I get to see it. Bro, I'll watch it in Portuguese. Dude, I was watching Resurrection F in Portuguese, which I don't speak, and in Spanish, which I do speak, before I even got to see it in English or in Japanese when it leaked on the internet. So, dude, whatever language, bro. It could be Sanskrit, and I'll freaking watch it. James Savage, that's Principal Butt Savage, by the way. As the biggest Frieza fan we know, if you could alter how his story ended, how would it go? Does he live? Does he die? Who kills him? You can decide all of it. I think he should be killed by Vegeta now. I think even though he's back by the end of Dragon Ball Super, at some point, Vegeta should be the one to kill Frieza. Goku got to kill him. Trunks got to kill him. Vegeta never got a chance to kill him. Vegeta needs to kill him. They have that long history. It needs to be Vegeta to put an end to this guy. John says, do you feel that Vegeta has more hard-earned accomplishments than Goku? For instance, he had to find a way to tap into Super Saiyan as well as God Ki without a ritual. Kind of feel like he had to work towards things that Goku was given. See, here's the thing, though. I see where you're coming from, but it's not the case because remember, the whole story behind Vegeta and Goku is that Vegeta thought he deserved it because of the fact that he was the son of the king. He thought that because of his um birthright that he deserved to be the strongest, and Goku's the one that taught him that you have to work hard to get there. It was Goku that taught him that. So Goku's the one that's always worked harder than Vegeta. Always. And it's just now, in more recent times, like whether it be Dragon Ball Super or even stuff like in the Cell Saga or even in the Buu Saga that Vegeta's learned. But Goku's always been one step ahead of him. But now in Super, he seems to be going in his own direction, becoming his own man. So I see why you would think that now, but remember, Goku was always the hard work. Sosa, which Batman and Joker is your favorite? Great question because I really don't know. First of all, I don't understand Enigma's question. Who was phone? I don't know what he's talking about. But to answer this question, Mark Hamill is probably my favorite Joker. Yes, I can say that because I think he is my favorite. And animated series Batman for sure. You know, but anything with Bruce Timm is great. Now, when it comes to live action, see that one's tough because I love Heath Ledger. I love Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson is probably the funniest Joker. I think he's the one that actually made me laugh the most. Let me think here. Obviously, Joaquin Phoenix nailed it, but that was more of a different kind of movie than a Batman movie. That was way different of a film. Maybe he would be my favorite, but it's not fair because it was his movie. You know what I mean? I guess the most fun to watch is probably Jack Nicholson. Heath Ledger was probably the scariest one and the most accurate one to what Joker represents, but I think Jack Nicholson's probably my favorite live action one because he's so damn funny. Cesar Romero, though, deserves a lot of respect because he's the one that started the whole how Joker behaved. Anyways, that's it for this Q&A. Thank you as always. Thanks to everybody who submitted questions and all of you. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. I love you. Take care of yourself and each other.